hello, everybody. Listen, it's now 10, almost 10 o'clock, and we decided to just jump on here and try something new. Some of that new stuff.
But wait a minute. So earlier I was on a broadcast and I was told that I dropped that T like somebody else. So I had to give them a woo 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 woo.
Oh, okay. Okay, so listen, y'all. We calling this girls late night talk. Okay. You want to come on here and just kind of, do some late night talk. A lot of times we've had an extremely long day.
You hear my music?
And sometime now I'll hear it.
You don't hear my music? It's Fred Hammond.
Okay, so we got some Ron Hammond on.
No, Fred.
Oh, Fred Hammond. I'm sorry. So we just gonna chop it up, y'all. This is called Girls Late Night Talk, and we just gonna chop it up.
The shenanigans version.
We just wanted to jump on, in any of those who are watching us. Hey, feel free to join, tag in. Let me oh, got the wrong device. I'm always got the wrong device. Uh-oh.
But Tandra, I know you got some music over there. What you got over there? We're gonna beat this up. If we're gonna beat up this late with the shenanigans, we might as well dance while we are up. Okay.
Girl, let me go to the Facebook page and make sure that, just in case we get some people that want to chime in on us. And
if they're not coming to dance, then they might as well stay home.
We ain't coming to. Let me get to the comments.
This is the late night shenanigan version of Girlfriend Talk.
Okay, just in case somebody joining us, we're gonna talk it up a little bit. Okay, let's see if anybody gonna jump on and see what we talking about. No. Listen, I was on Conversations Over Coffee earlier, and I was trying to drop some nuggets down. Hey.
So look, this is the tea, this is the woo woo, and the woo 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 woo. Okay, all rolled in one.
All rolled in one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So okay. What you got? So you was playing some Fred Hammond.
Yes, I was playing Fred Hammond. Are you ready for your blessing? And guess what? That is one of my favorite songs by Fred Hammond. It really is. And
wait a minute. Just don't throw out that it's your favorite song. Why is it your favorite song? We always got to come back with something. We can't just say something and then leave it in the air. We got to come back.
Fred is the bomb. Like, who does not like Fred Hammond and everything that he sings?
Everything he sings. But everything he sings, but it has to mean, you said it was one of your favorite songs. So,
yes.
So there has to be something behind that song.
Because it reminds us to stay in a position of readiness.
There you go. See, that's what I'm talking about. You got to come back with something. Like, don't just drop it and leave it. Come back with something.
You ready for the shenanigans for sure tonight. Okay.
You can't drop it. You got to say something.
Okay. You want me to say something?
Well, I was just saying I wanted you to say something.
Thanks for coming out. I love you. You were great. And I mean it. How about that?
And I wanted you to say something, the reason why this song, because you know what we failed to realize as we're doing this girls late night talk,
mm-hmm.
You know what, we're all going through something. And sometimes, what you're going through, somebody else is going through. And that song can mean something similar to somebody else. So that's why I said, hey, what's the meaning?
It just reminds us to stay in a posture of readiness. Stay in a posture of being ready for a blessing, being ready for a miracle, because you could be next in line. If your girlfriend is being blessed, if somebody in your tribe is being blessed, then you know that it's coming your way. So, you got to stay ready for whatever is coming.
Down.
Even if it's the overflow and it's not your turn, them overflow.
Are you talking about the overflow? I don't know if you tuned into Michael Todd. He was talking about the overflow.
I didn't, but guess what? I have experienced the overflow. So it would behoove you to be in the right place. it would definitely behoove you to watch your surroundings and be in the right place, because that overflow is something serious.
You gotta catch it. You gotta just catch it.
Yeah.
It up. Yes. Okay. All right, Miss Lady. So let's see. So let's kind of digress a little bit. So you was on a show earlier today. Let's talk about it. Like, what was y'all talking? What would give us the juice? Give us some juice.
I mean, okay, you want the woo-woo. Okay. So we have to go back a couple of months, maybe about 2 months. It's been about a month and a half or two when I was on your show. And we were being Tandra and Sabrina. And we we did.
I don't know what that look like, y'all. So just be careful. I don't know.
Yeah, don't listen. Pray for us and don't follow us here, because
follow me. I don't know about
her. But one of your mentors was on the show, and he absolutely loved our energy and talked to you afterwards and talked about collaborations and us doing something.
Hold on. Now, you know, I'm going to break your...
The networking ninja, did her thing.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's late night talk, so, okay, keep going. I ain't going to stop it. I ain't going to stop the flow. Keep it going.
Right. So the networking ninja did her job, of course, and her mentor and I started collaborating and started talking about some things. And everybody knows one of the things that I am completely passionate about is health and wellness. Being a nurse of 27 years, it is one of the biggest joys of my life. One of the greatest honors I have ever had was to serve God's people. And I just love it with everything in me. Do I quit being a nurse every day? At least 10 times. I quit being a nurse at least 10 times a day. I really do. But I get back up the next day and I go back out and I do it again because I just love it just that much. But the one thing that we were talking about is making sure that people get well and stay well. One of the ways that we can do that is by understanding our insurance coverage.
Okay. Now you bringing up a topic. Now you bringing up a topic that a lot of us need a little bit more information about. You know, so okay, that's a good topic. Okay, get you. So right. I'm ready. I got my pen and paper. So we're gonna take some notes while I'm talking.
Oh, we're gonna take notes too. Oh my goodness. Okay,
so you ain't gotta take notes, but I'm just saying, as you giving the info out, I mean, I may miss something because a lot of times we think we know everything, but sometimes we don't.
Well, nobody knows everything, and I am speaking from my perspective and my experience, so I may leave some things out, and I might miss something because, again, y'all, this is late night, and
we tired. We may skip a line or two.
So, but feel free to chime in, add your piece. If you have a piece and reach out, connect, whatever it is that you can do to pass some great information along to the next person.
Okay, so let's stop. Let's just everybody, if somebody just now jumping on, let's just kind of reset it up real quick. Run it up real quick. So listen, we are doing Girls Late Night Talk. And we're talking really all things insurance, but we're talking about any and everything. So if you're watching us, chime in. If you're watching the replay, put #replay.
Right.
We're trying to bring something new. This is the fourth quarter. I got to say that. I have to say it, even though you want me to say it, but it's fourth quarter. And guess what? This is the time where we start. A lot of us struggle around this time because, you know why? Because some of us may not be where we want to be. Some of us are right where we want to be, and some of us are still going to get to where we want to be. So this is why we want to kind of incorporate just a little late night talk, wind down. How did your day go? You know, all that good juice. So if you're watching the replay, put #replay. If you're joining us, listen, chime in, say woo woo, give us a 1, 2, 3 or something, and we can just go from there. But now, Sabrina, you are talking about something that, you know, again, it's foreign to me. You know, like you always say, stay in your lane.
Right. Because I stays in mine.
Right. I'm still at the Mind Your Own Business Baptist Church.
I'm the pastor. And I'm the founder pastor of the Mind All of My Own Business Baptist Church.
So, come on, break it down. Give us a little something. So, you know what? Listen, and again, I want you to touch base with this lady here. I'm telling y'all. Oh, but you know what? I want to go back to one thing you said too. That you said you sometimes stop. You know what? It's just probably in your nature to keep being a caregiver at all times. Like that never stops. I want to go back to that when you said that, like that. Then we'll jump into it. Okay, is that all right? Is that all right?
Amen.
That movie. What was it? Love something. He says, "Is that all right? Is that all right?"
Amen.
So let's go back to that. You said that that's probably just like if somebody calls you up and said that, you know what, we're not feeling good. And I know me and you've experienced it, like, girl, I ain't feeling good at all today. You immediately go into that mode. Girl, what's wrong with you, right? I mean, it's kind of like your Rolodex just start going because now you're like, okay.
Well, you know what? Well, and then you have to remember too, the people that you are in close contact with, when they do call you and say, well, you know what, I'm not feeling my best today, you probably have had deep enough conversations or personable enough conversations where they've shared some information with you. So the first thing that pops in your mind is those things that they've shared with you. And you can use those as a roadmap as they're speaking to you. So, depending on what they've told you and what they're having issues with, that's the category of where you hone in on and say, okay, well, that goes over there and this goes over here. Okay, so then the more things lean to one side or the other, you can tend to come up with an answer as to what might best fit that scenario. Now nothing is cookie cutter, nothing is always. I try to definitely speak from my experience and speak to those with in-depth information when I know enough of the background history.
Okay, well, look, that's what we got. That's why we call you Dr. Alice. Because guess what? We got a doctor in the house.
But I don't write prescriptions, okay?
Oh, yeah, you write a prescription. It may not be on the prescription pad, but you write the prescription.
These are the late night.
We're going to get that part twisted.
These are but as far as me being a caregiver, I don't know if you would say that it's natural. What I can tell you is I just remember at age 4 praying to be a nurse. And I remember from age 4, and that's all I ever wanted to do was to be a nurse. And most people never know what it's like to work their dream job. I have been extremely blessed to know what that is like. So a lot of things that I do besides that is icing on the cake for me. That might not be someone else's dream job, but yeah, I quit every day.
Wait a minute. Snap your fingers, jump into it. Hold on. Because you saying some good stuff. Like, this is late night Thailand. We free. We can talk.
Right. But I'm just saying it may not be somebody else. Somebody else may look and say, well, how could being a nurse be someone's dream job? But then when I think about it, what's better than doing what I do? You name a job better than a job that I have. Now, granted, like I said, do I quit every day at least 10 times? 10 times is on the low end, but when you start work at 8, and you know how you say you do 10 things by 10 every day? Okay, right. So those 10 things that I've done by 10 o'clock, normally it's quit 10 times by 10 o'clock, right? But I promise you, I get back up and I try again every day, because what better thing to do than to serve others as well as teach them how.
Okay, listen, you didn't say a whole lot. right there, and you know I gotta go through it.
Was that a woo woo or what?
That was a woo woo. That was a woo woo. And let me tell you why. Because one thing you said, the 10 things before 10, you quit 10 times before 10. But guess what? The main ingredient to what you said is that you get back up.
Right.
Okay, like if we had that song, we would sing it, how they get back up. That's a church song. You get back up and you start over again.
What's the name of the song, Andrew?
I don't know, but it's
name that tune.
That's the truth, and that's kind of what we're talking about, y'all. We're talking about, she said, listen, she promised you at 8, before she get to 10, it's been rough, it's been hard, it's been challenging. It's been but guess what? At the end, she gets back up because she knows what it's like to serve.
Right.
And she knows the benefits, the self-rewarding when you can help someone else. And that's what we all doing. Mm-hmm. We all have a passion to do to be entrepreneurs, be business owners. But along with that, it's really about serving. And we have to understand, just like you said, guess what? Come 8, some people's days start earlier than that. And then but before they even get to 8 o'clock, they didn't have 10 no's or 10 I'm quitting. Right. And guess what? They turn around and they get back up.
The only difference I would say with me and my tribe, and Tandra knows this, I would much rather do what I do behind the scenes and be who I am behind the scenes. Anytime you see me out front, no, it's never my idea. Know that they caught it, whoever the person is, to get me out front. Understand and know it was not an easy task. I did not come willingly. Ever do I go willingly, but it's part of the process. It's part of the process, and making sure people are okay and that they're well is that important to me, that I will go cooking and screaming.
Okay, look, I found something. Okay, let's get this. They do some muscle.
You don't even know the words, Tandra.
Yeah, I know this one. We gotta get to the beat. That's the beat. Your dreams, you got your prayers, you got your God. That's what they saying.
Right. And okay, you don't know, you know the hook. That's it.
That's it. Go get it. Go get it. Go get your blessing. Go get it. Go get it. Okay. I just had to say that.
What?
That's his outlook. But you know what? It's that song. We fall down, but we get up.
That's not the beat of that song, Tandra.
Okay, I was trying to throw some. Listen, I couldn't find the song, but listen, I'm saying you go get it, because that's what you're saying. You get up and go get it.
Well, I mean that's important. You have one of two things you're gonna do. Either you're gonna stand tall or you're gonna fold. And where I'm from, clothes and chairs fold. We don't. You have to figure it out.
Chairs fold, but we don't.
Hey,
girl, let me put that into the chat.
Okay.
Clothes and chairs fold.
They heard it first here, and if you try and steal it, that is called intellectual property.
You got that.
Okay, let me get my t-shirt made.
Okay, let's get serious. It's Girls Late Night Talk. Let's get serious. Okay, go ahead.
So this is the serious part.
Yeah, we gotta say. I mean, look, they just don't want to listen to us talk. We got to get some kind of juice, something serious, something that they can walk away with. Like,
oh, exactly. But one of the most important things, like I told you guys, is that for us to do is, even though it's cumbersome, it's monotonous. Nobody likes it because it's 10,000 words in a thick book, is going over insurance. And believe it or not, none of us like to, not even myself, but it's so important because insurance drives your care and the type of insurance that you have. It is the driver of your care. And when you don't know what you have, you don't know what you can have or cannot have. And it's important to know, it's important to know those things. Not only that, it's important to know what is covered and what's not covered, because just because it's not covered does not mean that you cannot have that particular type of treatment. What it means is that you may have to go through some extra steps. So you need to know what are those steps that you have to go through to get the treatment that you may need. I can't hear you.
No, listen. I had to go on mute for just a second because look, if I was looking through my Rolodex, to try to see if we can get some melody with some of this. You're right. So you know what? But that's all too, like, about self-care. Like you tell me that all the time, taking care of yourself, making sure you have the right care. And a lot of times we're paying a whole lot of stuff out of our pocket when
right.
really,
when you don't have to.
We read the fine print. Sometimes we don't even have to. Some of that stuff is covered.
It is. And your extra added value benefits, those are some of the things that are covered that we pay for out of that. A lot of people pay for out of pocket that are kind of hidden in your insurance policy. And things like your gym membership. Well, you may pay out of pocket, but you can submit that for reimbursement. And a lot of insurances during COVID, to add to that mental health component, massages were able to be paid for with your flexible spending plan.
And listen, everybody, listen. I know, look, if you know, like I do, I love a great massage.
Right.
So guess what? I'm gonna go book me one.
Right.
That's one thing I didn't even know that was covered.
Exactly. A lot of, one of the good things is you have friends that may have your same insurance plan, and then you have friends that don't have your insurance. And I'll just say this. I had a friend that had another insurance plan during COVID, and she didn't understand her coverage. So I asked her, I said, well, what insurance do you have? And she gave me her information. And I was looking through some of the extra added benefits. In this particular insurance company, I started feeling some kind of way because they was getting all kinds of. I said, now wait a minute.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Put a little bit of something on this.
Listen, they had I got on the phone and said, girl, y'all got all of the goodies over there. She said, I know. I mean, they had the goods.
Wow.
They did. They had the goods, but it was added into. I mean, I'm talking about things like free yoga classes by Zoom. They were doing, this particular plan was doing things by any means necessary to make sure that their employees were staying healthy during COVID. Now, I can't say that that's what they're doing now.
One of the things these insurance companies do too, and I don't know, maybe you can highlight a little bit on it, is that they do offer those extra things, and sometimes we don't know it, but they're trying to make sure that we stay as healthy as we can. So then that helps. I'm in the wrong lane probably, but I know it probably helps the company for, people that are under the care or the coverage of the insurance, that if they keep them healthy, then that's less bills that they have to pay.
It's called preventative care.
Okay, there you go.
Right. It's called preventative care. So what can we help you with to keep you from traveling down this long road? Where can we start to do things to stop this process?
Hey, sometimes they even give some incentives, like,
they absolutely do.
$100 or something if you lose 5-10 pounds or something. I don't know.
Some have given out fitness trackers before. I mean, I've seen it all. But you have to know what your coverage is. You have to do that one thing that nobody wants to do, and that's pay attention to the fine print. And I know that it is cumbersome, but it's worth it. Like so many people go out and get health coaches. Now listen to me. There is nothing wrong with getting anything that you need, no matter where it comes from, because I believe everybody has a job and we all fit together in a puzzle, right? So it doesn't mean whether they have a medical background or not. If you choose for that person to be your coach, that's up to you. What I'm still saying is that use your health benefits all the way around. You can have that person as your health coach, but if it's tucked in there somewhere in your insurance that you can go to a nutritionist once a year for free, still go. Use that benefit. Use it, because what will end up happening is the benefit of using that nutritionist that your provider sends you to, she can then look up in your medical system, in your chart, and look at your lab, your lab values, progress notes, your disease processes, and break that stuff down with you and partner with your provider. And really hone in on the things that you really, really need. Now, that may be one free trip a year. However,
look, it's gonna save you a whole lot of money in the long run, though, right?
Now, listen, what's the copay for you to continue to see that person? Number one, that's going to be directly connected to your provider. Number two, check in your policy and see if you are seeing that person or whomever, if your copay still applies if you do a telehealth visit. Because staying at home and doing a visit, a follow-up versus going to the office, your copay may be covered.
Okay, that's some good juice.
Because of course
people don't like to go out and get that follow-up because they got to pay that copay.
But during COVID, of course, when things were just shut down and closed, most insurance companies, because we had to do telemedicine, covered the copays, especially for behavioral health, because they wanted you to be okay. So check and see if that's still something that's being covered.
That's some good juice. All right. All right. Listen, we got the health expert here online.
I wouldn't say all of that. We
have somebody who can give us the information.
Right.
If nothing else, I mean, listen, GPS, you can direct us to where we got to go.
Yeah. Right? This way.
You know what I'm saying? And that's really a lot of times what we need is just simple directions.
Right.
I'm bad at it. Sometimes, when you get them thick books and all this, stuff, I think people just pack stuff in there. We know it. I don't think people pack stuff in there because they know we ain't going to read it anyway. We're going to just skim through it. But sometimes, we miss the most important thing because we skim.
So this is what you do. Whenever you know that open enrollment is coming, this is what I tell people. Find out your open enrollment date and the date that it closes. So it is a lot to take in. It's a lot to take in.
Yes, it is a lot to take in.
30 minutes a day, because after that, you're probably fried, because I know I am. Take about 30 minutes and try and read the coverage plans and understand them and see what fits with your situation best.
You know what? It reminds me. I don't know. Listen, I may be throwing something off, but it does remind me. I don't know if anyone has ever seen the movie John Q. And when his son got sick, he went to, talk with the insurance companies, right? Or no, no. He thought he had what he thought he had. He didn't have, because I don't know if he didn't read it, but it wasn't clear enough to him in the policy that it didn't cover that particular procedure that his son needed.
So let me explain something to you. Okay. So maybe about a week or two ago. Okay. I was speaking with someone, and this one particular medication, because they had the lower type of insurance, they have a HMO. When they looked on the pharmacy list, it was this one drug that was considered for cosmetic use only under their plan, right?
Okay.
And they could not, according to their plan, that was not covered. Now, that same medication on my plan can be used for migraine headaches.
Okay. Okay, wait a minute. Let's just stop there because you're making a good point. I mean, as we're going through this particular period of time of enrollment, knowing you made a good point because like one plan didn't cover because it was classified under something else, to where if you were on another plan, it could have been classified under multiple different things to where it could be usable. Okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. All right.
So when that happens, and if that person can't get that particular medication covered, then the doctor or the nurse practitioner may write for an alternative that is considered, comparable to that. But with this particular medication, there was no comparable medication. It was this.
There was no generic.
Right. It was no
generic.
So that person had to use that particular medication. And in that case, what would happen is it would have to be the medical necessity of that would have to be explained. So that's when the doctor at the doctor's office or nurse practitioner talks to the doctor at the insurance company, and they have a conversation, and the doctor at the doctor's office explains why this particular medication needs to be used for this particular treatment for that patient. Now, it's up to, based on medical necessity and what the doctor has advocated and what is documented. Documentation is key. What is documented in that patient's chart, the medical director has a choice to look and see if it meets the medical necessity requirements.
Hey, let me tell you what. While we talking about that real quick, let's talk about people not even reading their medicine. That's a wait a minute. I used to have that. Listen, every time we say something, I'm going. That's one of them.
Shenanigans. Shenanigans.
Okay, listen, y'all. We're gonna talk one more because I know it's late night. Y'all probably be like, "Girl, ain't nobody trying to listen to that." But guess what?
We got better, because guess what? You go to the hospital and need coverage. Go to the hospital and need a particular medicine, or wait until the end of the year and pick the same coverage that you have this year when it really does not apply to you because you have some other things going on and you didn't look to see if you could pick another plan. And then what ends up happening is that medication that you were getting, and you said, okay, fine, I'm fine with this. Well, when January 1 rolls around and it comes off of the formulary,
formulary.
Right. It comes off of,
we didn't say the word formulary.
Right. When it comes off of the drug list and is no longer available, that's when you'll say, you know what? I probably should have taken that extra 5 minutes that those two crazy ladies was talking about.
Like, no, man, I can't even get my medicine, man. These people just rip you out left and right. That's that conversation. Come on, we're talking about real conversation. That's all the drug people do. They just take it. We can't even get our medicine. But
I'll tell you this. I will say this because I read a lot. If you want to know what is happening with drug companies and drug manufacturers and the things that are going on in the real world and why some things are the way that they are, look at the CEOs from drug companies that are in the news and the things that they're being convicted for, blatantly not telling the truth about some things.
Okay, that's a good nugget. That's a good.
And in most cases, with any business, who are the important people to that business? The people that invest in that business. They're called stakeholders. The stakeholders are the important people. So we're going to do whatever we can to protect the stakeholders because one, I either want the money that I know that they have, or two, I'm trying to keep the money that they've already given us for this business.
Okay.
Well, if you look on the stock exchange, there are 160, give or take a few, insurance companies that are traded on the stock market. You just might, whether it's 3 shares or 6 shares.
So you dropping, look, we ain't doing, what is that stuff called? We're just telling you, you might just want to look around.
I'm just saying.
What's that one thing called? They say when you giving information, I don't know.
What, dropping nuggets?
No, it ain't dropping no nuggets. You know, like when they say, "Oh, you exchange information," and that's how we got this. Okay, I'm gonna just forget about it because I ain't got.
I'm just saying.
But we just saying, go.
Insurance companies, whether it's health insurance, life insurance, car insurance, no matter what it is, look on the stock exchange. It's 160 of them on that you can buy stock in. And when you buy stock in something, what are you? A stakeholder. You have a vested interest in that company. And I will say this. United Healthcare is the number one insurance company on the stock market right now. That's being traded.
Okay, inside trader. Don't be giving out no inside trader information. That's what that's called.
It's the truth. It is the truth.
Okay, listen.
This is what it.
And I don't approve that message.
No. What you mean I can't prove it? All they have to do is go look it up.
That's just like they said, do you approve this message? I'm saying I don't. Look, I ain't doing no inside trader, so I don't know.
No, it's not about inside trader. What I'm saying is when you have a vested interest in something,
that's true.
It's a tad bit different for you. And if that is your insurance company, no matter where they fall between that 100 and that 160, if that is your insurance company, why do you not have stock in that insurance company? If you trusted them with your life, your house, your car, or your motorcycle, I don't care if you are trusting them with your hippopotamus. Right. If you trusting them with your hippopotamus, you need to know what's going on with them.
Why you had to say hippopotamus?
Well, I mean, if you trusting them with your pet, because now pets have insurance too.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
Look where we have evolved from to where now pets have insurance.
Listen. I can't take care of nothing that could not grow up, turn 18, and leave my house, and I send it to college. Okay. I killed the kids' plastic goldfish. I just unplugged the tank, and they were plastic. I'm not good at it. I'm not good at it. No. And they were plastic. And I just pulled the plug.
Listen.
No, I didn't feel like the bubbles bubbling. I didn't. So I just unplugged.
That's an extra bill. Because you gotta keep it plugged in.
I didn't feel like hearing the bubbles bubble.
I'm my nerd.
Yes.
I'm my nerd. Ain't nobody watching them anyway.
Well, oh well, Carrot Top. You've seen your last days here.
All right. Listen, too bad we ain't got a little. I don't know. Next time we'll have a glass of wine and this be our real good girl late night talk. We then unwind. Unwind. Get it?
Unwind with your favorite cousins. Y'all come on in here and sit on the couch. And let's see who makes it home tonight. And if you don't, you were not with us. Because we don't have nowhere for you to live. I'll be like Keke Palmer. I don't even know that lady. I don't even know her. Okay. I would. Trust me. I am that cousin. You can hang with me. but listen. When people start talking to you, I'm like it. Remember, they talking to you. They are not talking to me. I don't even know that lady. I don't even want to be here. What in the world am I in again? Well, okay.
All right, listen, y'all. We ain't gonna listen. We done had enough late night talk, girl chat. I mean, look, we gave y'all some real good information, y'all. All kidding aside.
Y'all come back and see y'all cousins next week. Okay?
She was dropping some good juice, like stuff that we really need to be aware of. And that's one thing that I want us to just, you know what, we got to dominate this thing.
No, we have to learn to talk about it, right? Seriously, all jokes aside now, we have to learn how to talk about it. People don't want anybody to know what they don't know. But you have to remember, nobody knows everything. So if that is not your wheelhouse, if that is not your field of study, if that is not your career, you're not going to know. But tap into the people around you that might know.
That's true. That's what I'm saying. I mean,
tap into those people, but just not her. No, I'm just joking. No, but tap into your tribe.
We have these kind of conversations because sometimes people don't know where to go.
Right.
Listen, we got a resource, you guys. We got a resource right here on the line with us that can give you some information.
Stop being afraid
to that GPS guide you, at least.
Right. Stop being afraid to talk about it, because this is what I do know is whatever the outcome is, it's not going to change because you act like it's not there. It's not going to go away because you are choosing to ignore it. Why not reach out to someone that can walk hand in hand with you or give you the resources and point you in the right direction? And for Pete's sake, for crying out loud, one of the things that we are so infamous for is giving people their time and feelings. Oh, she's too busy. How do you know? You didn't reach out to me. Oh, I know she probably don't want to talk because she's a nurse all day. Well, I'm a nurse all day and I'm a nurse all night.
That's what I'm saying. It's a nonstop.
Right. So don't give me my time, and definitely don't give me my feelings. She probably don't want to. You don't know. Reach out to me. Reach out to me. It doesn't matter. If you're in another time zone, well, okay, I do go to sleep. I'm telling you, I do. I promise. But I wake up.
Self-care in there.
But I do wake up. So don't say, well, she's probably asleep. I probably am. But I'm gonna wake up.
But I'm just saying, overall, listen, let's utilize our resources.
That's right.
Shame on us if we don't utilize the resources that, we put before you.
Stop dying sooner than you have to. Seriously. Now I'm being serious about that.
That would,
listen.
I can't even go behind what you just said. I can't even go behind that statement.
Just come back next week and see your cousins and sit on the couch. Now, if you don't make it home, you wasn't with us, because I'm gonna act like I don't know you. I don't even know that lady. But I will love on you and give you all the information you need. But I'm not with you when you get caught, though. I wasn't there. I was with Tandra. I wouldn't listen. I'm not explaining nothing. I'm not.
You know what? I'm gonna leave it there.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave it there. Listen, girl, it's 10:34. Listen, we have had an amazing time with Girls Late Night Talk. Look, join us. I don't know. Ain't no telling when we're gonna do it. We should try to do it.
We can't be together like that. You already know we can't do it.
No, but we're gonna have other people into the fold who want to come and chit chat with. I mean, guess what? Listen.
Come on the couch with y'all favorite cousins, but just make sure that you can make it home, because this is the third time I'm telling you. I will not be with you if you get caught. If you can't get in your house, my house is not available. I don't know where you're gonna live. I don't know where you're gonna go. Okay.
All right, listen. We are gonna do this again. Probably another day this week, because I want us to kind of get into a habit. You know, I'm trying to do some new, some of that new. I'm trying to do some new. I'm trying to bring. You know what? Mm-hmm. You know what? I might do something that like a 24-hour marathon.
She's going to do that by herself. I am telling you now.
No, I mean, I think I might
not include me in it on that at all. You listen. Do not send.
I think I'm going to. Oh my God! You know what? See, that's why you have to be.
Do not send me an email, LinkedIn, Instagram. Do not contact me. I am not.
Listen, that's why, you know, I'm gonna do something. Y'all look for it. Look for it coming.
Y'all look for it.
Because you know what? I want to bring and invite as many people, because you know what? This is the time right now. Ain't nobody talking. Everybody sleep. And if y'all ain't sleep, y'all should have been on this call. No, really. Let's think about this. I got an amazing idea.
Y'all take it from me. This is where you tap out, not in.
Listen, how cool would it be?
It wouldn't.
If we did something where we just had constant people coming in for like a full day, maybe not 24, but just maybe for a full day, people just coming in, dropping nuggets. Like, you know
how it was, okay? Y'all reach out to me, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. Tell me how it was. I'm not coming.
I'm doing it.
Great.
We'll have you on.
Not.
And we're gonna do something, because you know what? I really want to get a big push, y'all. I mean, you know what? No, Dr. Allison. We are going to get out here. Oh man, I got another idea. I'm gonna save it just in case I got another idea. Ooh, whoa, 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 ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. I got
with none of this.
But this is bringing up so much good juice that we can do for the fourth quarter. Listen, I want to have the most amazing fourth quarter, amazing quarter of the year.
So now you're
going to do something so spectacular.
You speaking French now?
I'm speaking French.
Okay, I don't speak French.
We are going to do something so amazing. Y'all be looking. Be looking.
Make sure y'all look for Dr. Tandra Price.
Be looking. We're going to do something. I got some stuff rumbling through my head. You know, the wheels are turning. See, some people, I'm going to just say this before we go. Some people, you know, they get their ideas in the morning. See, right now, I'm getting my ideas right now. Right now. Right now. Go get it. Go get it. It's your time. It's your time. Oh, okay. I got it.
What time zone she's in at this point? I'm not doing that.
All right, listen. Stay tuned for the next late night girls chat
with your favorite cousins.
Where we gonna with your favorite cousins, where we gonna be chopping it up.
The one that is gonna give y'all what y'all need and vacate. That other one, I don't know.
I'm gonna keep bringing it to
bless her.
Have a good night.
Bye. See ya.